Want to improve your sports betting strategies? Have you ever wondered what separates the pros from the novices? Welcome to a world where strategy and luck intertwine, where every decision can lead to a win or a loss. This is the thrilling world of sports betting. In the next 10 minutes, we'll embark on a journey to demystify the art of sports betting. We'll delve into the do's and don'ts, the most effective strategies, and even the sports that offer the best odds for betting. This isn't about just throwing in a wager and hoping for the best. It's about understanding the game, analyzing the odds, and making informed decisions. Whether you're a seasoned punter or a curious novice, this video is designed to take your sports betting game to the next level. So, are you ready to step up your game and possibly increase your winnings? Stay tuned to find out how you can increase your chances of winning your sports bets. Before we dive into the strategies, it's crucial to understand what sports betting is and how it works. Sports betting is essentially wagering on sporting events. It involves predicting the outcome of a game or event and placing a bet on that prediction. If you're right, you win. If you're wrong, you lose. Simple as that. But there's a bit more to it. There are several types of sports bets available, and each one offers a unique way to engage with your favorite games. Let's break them down. First, we have point spreads. This type of bet is often used in games where there's a clear favorite and underdog. The favorite is expected to win by a certain number of points, and if they do, those who bet on them win their wager. But if the underdog loses by less than the spread or wins outright, those bets are winners too. Next, we have over-under bets, also known as totals. Here, you're betting on the total number of points, runs, or goals scored by both teams in a game. You're not concerned about who wins or loses, only the total score. Then we have money lines. This is the simplest form of betting. You're simply choosing which team you think will win. The odds are adjusted based on each team's likelihood of winning, so the potential payout varies. Finally, we have prop bets. These are wagers on specific events within a game. For example, you could bet on which player will score the first goal, or whether a team will score in the first half. The possibilities are nearly endless. Understanding these fundamentals and knowing when to use each type of bet is crucial. It's not just about picking winners and losers, but also about understanding the context of the game, the teams involved, and the odds being offered. Now that we understand the basics, let's move on to the strategies. Now, on to the exciting part, the top sports betting strategies that could help you win. Picture this, you're in a race, but you're not running blind. You have a roadmap, a compass, and a clear view of the finish line. That's what these strategies provide, a clear path in the otherwise murky waters of sports betting. First off, let's talk about understanding the odds. The odds are the heart of sports betting. They are the prices for the bets you place, and they determine the payout if your bet wins. Understanding the odds is non-negotiable. It's like knowing how much you're paying for a gallon of milk at the store. You wouldn't blindly pay without knowing the cost, would you? Next, managing your bankroll. Think of it as your betting budget. It's the amount of money that you're willing to risk. One common strategy is to never stake more than 1 to 5% of your bankroll on a single bet. This way, even if you hit a losing streak, you have enough funds to recover. Then, there's the strategy of betting on what you know. This might seem like common sense, but you'd be surprised how often bettors ignore it. If you're a basketball aficionado, stick to basketball. If you know every player in the football league, bet on football. Your knowledge of the sport is your most valuable asset. It's like knowing the terrain when you're running a race. Avoiding the public favorite is another strategy. The public favorite is not always the best bet. Remember, the bookmakers are in the business of balancing the action. They adjust the odds based on where the money is going. So if the public is heavily betting on one side, the bookies will adjust the odds to attract bets on the other side. That means the odds might not accurately reflect the true probability of the outcomes. Lastly, always have a clear head when placing bets. Emotions can cloud your judgment. Betting when you're angry, frustrated, or overly excited can lead to poor decisions. It's like running a race when you're not in the right state of mind. You're bound to trip and fall. Remember, these strategies are not set in stone. They are guidelines that can increase your chances of winning. But in the end, sports betting is still a game of chance. There's always an element of unpredictability. That's what makes it exciting, right? So bet responsibly, and may the odds be ever in your favor. Just as important as knowing what to do is knowing what not to do when betting on sports. Let's delve into the common mistakes that bettors often make. The first one is the temptation to bet on every game. It's like going to a buffet and trying to eat everything on the menu. It's just not feasible or sensible. It's better to be selective and focus on the games where you have a strong understanding of the teams and players involved. This way you're betting based on knowledge and not just luck. Next, we've all heard the phrase, "don't chase your losses." It's a cardinal rule in sports betting. It might be tempting to try and win back what you've lost in a hurry, but more often than not, this leads to rash decisions and even bigger losses. Instead, take a step back, analyze what went wrong, and make a more informed bet the next time. And this brings us to our next point, the importance of doing your homework. Many bettors make the mistake of not doing enough research before placing their bets. They rely solely on gut feeling or follow the crowd. But remember, sports betting isn't a popularity contest. It's about understanding the dynamics of the game, the strengths and weaknesses of the teams, and various other factors that can influence the outcome. Another common mistake is not managing your bankroll effectively. It's easy to get carried away and bet more than you can afford to lose. Setting a budget and sticking to it is essential. Treat your betting bankroll as an investment, not a ticket to get rich quick. Lastly, avoid betting under the influence of alcohol or when you're emotionally charged. Your judgment is likely to be impaired, leading to poor decision-making. These are just some of the mistakes that bettors often make. Avoiding these pitfalls can not only save you from losing money, but also make you a more strategic and successful bettor. Avoiding these mistakes can keep you from losing money and help you become a more successful bettor. Now that we know the do's and don'ts of sports betting, let's talk about the best sports to bet on. Football, basketball, and baseball frequently top the list. But why is that? Well, football's popularity, particularly the NFL and college football, provides a wide range of betting options and frequent games. The same goes for basketball, with the NBA and college basketball offering an abundance of games during their respective seasons. Baseball, on the other hand, stands out for a different reason. The sheer volume of games in a Major League Baseball season, over 160 for each team, offers bettors plenty of opportunities to put their strategies to the test. However, remember that the best sport for betting really depends on your knowledge and understanding of that sport. So it's not just about the sport's popularity or the number of games played. Choosing the right sport to bet on is just as important as the strategies you use. We've covered a lot of ground today, so let's quickly recap what we've learned. We kicked things off with a run-through on understanding sports betting, laying out the basics and showing how to navigate the odds. We then delved into the top betting strategies, highlighting the importance of knowledge, research, and making informed decisions. From there, we switched gears to discuss common betting mistakes. Remember, it's crucial to avoid chasing losses, betting based on emotions, and overcomplicating things with too many bets. We also touched on the best sports to bet on, emphasizing that it's not just about popularity, but about understanding the sport, its dynamics, and the factors that can affect the outcome. Remember, successful sports betting takes time, patience, and practice. Don't be discouraged if you don't win right away. Keep refining your strategies, and over time, you'll see improvement. Thanks for watching.